Hi, folks. Welcome to Hermit's Rest. I developed this channel a while back, not that long ago, actually, primarily because, as it's rather obvious with the name Hermit's Rest, I'm kind of a, not kind of, I'm a hermit. I haven't left my place up here in this mountain for going on 4+ years. Um, and yet I didn't become a hermit because I don't like people. Or that I find anything about people, so terribly objectionable, that I had to run away and hide from them. And my wife, Lori, is basically the same way. We just prefer the solitude of nature. But I started this channel as a result because contact with people is often very interesting and enlightening. And what I have, or what I've wound up, the result of the channel is that I've got a few uh, uh, good friends that are fun to hang out with. Um, and I've discovered them primarily not with, thousands of subscribers or any of that stuff, but through the ones that I call comment contributors. And what's neat about this little, microcosm of society that's evolved is that I have people leaving comments and sometimes questions for me that I answer because I always respond to comments. But other comment contributors will answer. And then those people that ask the question will thank me, but also will thank the other comment contributor. And I think that's a great, small little social structure um, that has developed. And I hope it continues. Otherwise, I'm just not interested in the time involved in becoming a YouTuber, and I'm sure not looking to be a famous YouTuber or make a fortune. If you couldn't care less. So one of the things that my tribe, so to speak, or that our tribe seems to enjoy is some of my nonsensical silliness, sometimes disguised as wisdom or intelligence or whatever. But one of them is a statement that I was just thinking of today. I love it when I'm wrong. It's more fun than being right because it gives me an opportunity for advanced thinking. Being right is awfully confining. Being wrong gives you an opportunity to proceed on to bigger and better things and often just some incredible views. And yet so many people cling, to that, to being right. The other thing that I was thinking about is that intelligence is a really nice thing, and dealing with intelligent people is really, really neat. But I've taken the view that sometimes communicating and dealing with what society deems as unintelligent people has a tendency to be actually rather rewarding and educational, believe it or not. So I'm hesitant to use the term stupid or doofus or dummy or moron or any of that. I don't really acknowledge those, social labels. And I think what we really need to deal with in our education, and whether it can be done through our educational system is up for grabs, but our own personal pursuit of education and intelligence and wisdom is to hone in more on our character as opposed to knowledge and more information. So I take great faith in a person's character as being a true significant contribution to humanity as a whole. And so you can have some low intelligent people that have got some incredible uh, character. Uh, so how do you develop character? Well, one of the things that I kind of do is simply put, is I try to maintain humility, and then curiosity. It's that simple. If I'm curious, okay, that develops humility because it means that I might not possibly know something. If I'm humble, then it allows me to be curious. So simple, huh? And so, one of my favorite, old Buddhist instructors used to teach tell his students, "Hey, enlightenment, enlightenment." Enlightenment, it was the Easter, back in the 60s and 70s, was the Eastern carrot dangled in front of the Western horse. Um, it's something that, is basically just knowledge or knowing. But, what's interesting is if you talk to some really ancient mystics, once you've, achieved a high level of enlightenment, here's the trick. It rarely comes to you through language, okay? And once you kind of have the knowing, you can't communicate it to anybody through language. The mystery of mysticism is what I like. And so, at any rate, he instructed his students, don't be so preoccupied with enlightenment and knowing and all that. Only don't know. Now, years ago, when I used to be in forums and such and spiritual groups, I'd say, "Hey, only don't know," and people would go, "Oh God, what are you professing now?" And but basically, give us some thought. Don't know. Only don't know. If you don't know, you've opened yourself up to the ability or the possibility of knowing. And so it's just something I thought I'd throw out there for a short little reflection on, what does a 74-year-old guy do sitting up on top of a mountain as a hermit? Well, you think. So anyway, maybe try it just for fun. Wake up someday and just say, "I don't know." Or even say, "I don't really know anything. I have no opinions. I make no differentiations between what's right or what's wrong, per se. I mean, within reason. But as far as that's good, that's a bad experience, that's a good experience, or whatever, say, I'm not going to make those, I'm not going to have any opinions today. I'm not going to know." All right. And just see what happens. See what happens. Maybe I'll get a few comments on it. Give it a shot. See you later.